Give me a minute and let's talk about the ongoing situation in Krinky. The first thing I want to say is that I just listened to an interview with a Ukrainian soldier who's just rotated out of the left bank. And according to him, it's hell. It's hell. The Russians are dropping Fab 250, 500 bombs, and they seem to be dropping them willy-nilly, hither and thither, wherever they can. And according to the Russian telegram channels, that's because there's no coordination between the reconnaissance teams on the ground and the airstrikes. Now, we got some good news today. It appears that the Gepards, Iris-Ts, and Patriot systems that Germany sent for Odessa have arrived. And one of them shot down an Su-24 over the Black Sea yesterday. That means the whole northwest Black Sea area is now under not only a naval prohibition for the Russians, whose Navy ships are afraid to go there because of the sea babies, but now the planes can't fly there either. So anybody coming on a trajectory that would, drop bombs on Krinky over the Black Sea, they're not coming from that direction anymore for sure, which means there's no taking off from Saki, coming around the Black Sea, feeling like you're safe. Those days are over. That might prove to be very valuable for the Ukrainians that are here. As bad as it is for the Ukrainians, it appears to be much worse for the Russians. Electronic warfare is jamming their drones. According to all the Russian telegram channels, the Ukrainians own the skies over this section of the left bank. The Ukrainians are effectively using precision artillery and HIMARS strikes to eliminate troop concentrations in the rear. And so, in addition to the many communications problems that the Russians are having, when they try to move men and machines, those men and machines get eliminated before they even get to the contact line. For anybody who's been watching the map, if you look up there in Krinky, you'll notice that the force concentrations of Russian forces are pushed back. They're all uniformly pushed back from the city. Remember, a week ago, they were all concentrated right up there on the first block, the first city block. Now they're pushed out back to the forest. Additionally, and this may be the most important part, I was listening to an interview with General Ben Hodges the other day, and General Hodges was talking about unit cohesion, that people have to work together and trust in their command structures. And that's been a real problem in Kherson. General Teplinsky, one of the few really genuinely competent generals in the Russian armed forces these days, it would appear, he led the successful retreat under fire from Kherson a year ago, 15 months now, and was demoted for it. Then some other people came in here. It's not that long ago, maybe 90 days ago, that the HQ, where all the command officers were in a meeting for Kherson region, was hit and the whole thing decapitated. It's not that long ago that General Makarovich was demoted and removed from command. Before him, the commander before him was sent to an insane asylum because he refused to send his troops on suicide missions. And recently we saw Teplinsky brought in. According to Hodges, General Hodges, these kinds of management changes are very disturbing to the troops and lead to the kind of situations that we saw recently of mistrust of command, where troops are disobeying orders and refusing to go on suicide missions anymore. And now we get this news. Barely a month, 35 days after having been reappointed to the general command of Kherson, Major General Mikhail Teplinsky has been removed. He's been removed because he ordered a column of troops and equipment to proceed into the combat zone, and they were eliminated on the highway before they could even reach the contact line. And he's getting the blame for it. And so he is out. That's a whole new change of command again. That's only going to add to the disarray in the Kherson front, in the opinions of all the analysts that I'm listening to. They all seem to uniformly agree that this is going to be a problem, especially given this guy's track record as a competent officer whose men love him. There's already rebellion happening. There's already guys down here who know they're not going home if they keep following orders. There are already guys down here who have said, yeah, we'll take that island as long as our commander comes with us. There are already guys down here who have said, no, we've had it. We've had enough. This straw that breaks the camel's back, the moment that brings reason and rationality to the armed forces and they turn their guns against the real enemy, their commanders, and start to march on Moscow like Eugene did. I'm waiting for that moment. I'm just waiting for the day I turn on Russian TV and Swan Lake is playing, baby. If you like what I do, please smash the like button, subscribe, follow, share, and if you can join the Patreon, join the Patreon. I want to thank Patsy Huff, who is the sponsor of this video. Thank you, Patsy. If you want to sponsor videos, just join the Patreon at $30 a month or more. Thank you, guys.